Hi Libra, thank you for joining me for your December reading. Please remember that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's also timeless and not gender specific. Because time and energy is fluid, it means that the roles can be switched, so please do bear that in mind if you're cross-watching. But because this is Libra's reading, I will be addressing them. It can easily be in reverse though, okay? So always use your own discernment. You take what's resonating for you and you leave what doesn't. Never ever try and force a storyline that's coming out of a tarot to fit your own circumstances, okay? I cannot censor, choose nor control what's coming out of the cards. I'm literally just reading them and it's up to you what you decide to do with it. You do have free will. Tarot is not in charge. You are. And for everything else, please read the descriptions box. Okay, so Libra, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, the two main things that were coming out for you, the first one being you're going to be receiving a very unexpected message from somebody that you used to go to work or school with, someone that you haven't heard from in many years. They are going to send you a message completely out of the blue, and I was seeing that there was going to be a little bit of a get together as well. Not in the immediate future, but in the near future, there's going to be a get-together with you and this individual who you haven't heard from in ages and ages and ages. It's not an ex. It's like an ex-work colleague or someone that you were really close with in school. It's that kind of relationship that's between you. So there's like a rebirth of a friendship. And the second thing that was coming through, there was like a couple of months ago, you were getting to know an individual on a romantic level, and you withdrew your energies from that particular individual quite quickly because you felt that they were becoming a little bit too attached. There was something that it was like a really intense energy. For you, it just felt like it was moving too quickly. So you put the brakes on it and you haven't heard anything from them ever since. So it would be really interesting to see if that particular situation is going to make an appearance in today's tarot read, because it was coming through really strongly in your channeled messages. So let's find out. I'll start pulling your cards for you. It's for Libra, please. Okay. Loads of cards. Your first one, unfinished symphony, an incomplete lesson, a lack of closure and a need to make amends. Then mending, forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments, a time for mending rifts and setting yourself free. Chopwood, being grounded in everyday experience, take small steps towards your goals, remain humble and aware of the present. Peace, freedom from attachments, radical acceptance, a time for calmness and well-being, a new life, birth or new ideas, growth, opportunities, and a time of good fortune. So I wouldn't usually take that many cards as your first oracle card coming out, but I heard very clearly to take it, okay? There's a sequence of events here that's playing out. And ironically enough, your cards have come out in exactly the sequence that shit's playing out, okay? Unfinished symphony and mending. This is the energies that you're currently in, right? There's something, a situation, a relationship, because this is a love romantic read, a relationship that hasn't yet been complete. Okay, so there is like a soul contract here between you and this other individual. It's not yet finished, okay? There is still more of that particular story that is yet to be told. It could be for some of you that you feel either there was no closure to that last relationship, or this is the energy of them towards you, Libra, because remember, with this being general, it can easily be in reverse, okay? So either you or the individual that you were dealing with feels that something has been left open-ended, okay? That there is this vibe of needing some kind of closure. What I will say, though, is for those who are resonating with that, do not put your healing process on pause while you're waiting for an apology that might never come, okay? So don't waste your time putting your own healing process on hold. You can create your own closure, is where I'm going with that, okay? You can, for whoever that's resonating with. But there is a situation romantically that you have with another individual, and there needs to be, I'm not seeing that this is a line being drawn under it. I'm not. This is more of a new beginning, like a rebirth of a situation, rather than somebody brand new. With this chop wood, this is you day-to-day living in the moment, living in the here and now, without thinking too far ahead in the future, which is a really healthy attitude to have. Because obviously if you think too far back into the past, you might get stuck there. And if you think too far ahead into the future, you could become fearful and end up in a situation where you become scared of change. Okay, so you're taking this really healthy standpoint, and you're trying to make the best every single day. Okay, it's a very old proverb: chop wood, carry water. As long as you're thinking about each day as it comes, then you can pretty much tackle anything. Okay, and then peace and new life. You can see how it's following a sequence. This unfinished symphony, this is a conversation that you're going to be having with an individual, and there's going to be bridges here that are mended. And I'm feeling that this pertains to the individual where you thought that things were moving too quickly for you and you had to put the brakes on it. It is that individual, and there's a little bit of regret in your energies for having done that, because you felt that perhaps maybe you took action a bit too quickly without giving them a fair chance. Okay, it's showing me that they were coming off really intensely because they were that into you, and basically they didn't mean to come off as being pushy or controlling. It's just they let their excitement get the better of them, basically. That's not to say that you weren't justified in your own decision, because of course, Libra, again, this is a general read, and the only person who knows your situation is you. Like, there is no one on this planet who knows that situation better than yourself, and you made the right judgment call for yourself in that moment. Okay, if there is any regrets here, Libra, there is definitely a chance here for a bit of a retcon, okay? A do-over. That is very much here, present and active in your energies, if that is what you wanted to pursue. And it's showing me here that when these bridges have been mended, you're going to find your inner peace again, and basically it opens the door for the start of a brand new life. You're going to feel liberated once you've had this opportunity to put your point of view across, and equally your partner as well. Once they've put their point of view across, they are also going to feel liberated. I'm seeing here as well, if someone here is fertile, you're of the age to have children, that is also very much here in this energies, Libra. So if you didn't have any plans on expanding on your current family situation, then maybe take some precautions against that if it's something that you're not interested in. But for those of you who have been trying, then I guess a congratulations is definitely in order here, because I'm seeing a lot of eggs in your read, and with that new life energies as well. It's like, yeah, babies, they do change your life. They really do. It is a brand new way of living. Anyone who's had children will tell you that. So yeah, really, really interesting way to begin your read, Libra. Loads and loads of cards. But when we get to the bottom of everything, it's like, yeah, initially everything's going to hit you at once. Like the way that those cards came out, it was quite overwhelming, because the initial thought was, oh no, this is going to take me ages to work through this, right? That's very much the energies that you're going to feel when this message comes through. But ultimately, it is going to play out in your highest interests. Things are going to go the way that you expect them to, basically. Interesting. Okay, so I'll start pulling your tarot, and we'll see if that message comes out in your tarot. Sometimes it can, sometimes it won't. It doesn't matter. Just take it as a bonus read. It's for Libra in love, please. 9-card spread for Libra. Thank you. 5 of Swords, Aquarian energy. Hey, the Devil, Capricorn energy. 3 of Cups, Cancerian energy. Now, the Devil has been coming out quite a lot for you and the Scorpio reads, okay? So either it's literally you just dealing with a Capricorn, or you could just be dealing with an individual who is really stubborn. They're stuck in their ways, and they don't like to go against the rules, basically. They're a stickler for the rules. It could be someone like that. I am going to clarify though, because it did come out with the 5 of Swords, which isn't great, and the 3 of Chalices. Usually the 3 of Chalices by itself is a wonderful card. It's all about happiness, reunion, a reason to celebrate, enjoying the company of others, having a laugh and a joke, having a banter, taking the mickey out of each other in a fun way. It's that kind of energies. However, when it comes out, 5 of Swords and the Devil, it's changed its meaning again. It's leaning more towards deception here. This is leaning more towards somebody that you were dealing with was being really, really greedy, and they were putting it about a bit. I'm going to try and keep it clean, but I'm pretty certain that you can understand the insinuation that I'm making there, okay? Someone was playing away. You've then got Death, that's Scorpion energy, and the Tower. Mars energy, so that's Aries, Scorpion, and then the Queen of Coins, Capricorn. See the outcome of this, please, for Libra. It's very destructive energies in this read, Libra. King of Wands is Leo energy. See the outcome, please. Okay, oh. The High Priestess. Now, that when that card came out, it did a spin, and I thought, oh shit, that's in reverse. It wasn't. But with that being in your outcome, I'm going to put a little stone on it so as I remember the way that it came out, because that is to do with your internal energies. One more for the outcome, please. So the High Priestess is Moon energy. Okay, it's Pisces, Cancer. And the Knight of Coins, interesting, Virgo energy. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Swords, it's Gemini, an inevitable end. that was caused by an Ace of Wands and Three of Wands and Queen. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so either this is somebody who's got trust issues. This could be you or your person, Libra. Libra, you might have been accused of putting it around a bit when you haven't. Okay, you might have done, especially if you're a masculine as well. You might have been unfairly accused of cheating. And if you're a feminine, you might have had suspicions that the individual that you were dealing with was a bit of a player. You've definitely cut something off here, though, with this Queen of Swords, yeah, and Ten of Chalices. So that's like contentment. There's a bit of gossip as well that's going on around you, Libra, like malicious gossip. Okay, so let's get back to this ending. Something has ended with an individual who either they straight up did cheat, or you had some kind of knowledge or suspicion that they were cheating. I am seeing evidence of foul play here, Libra. I am, but again, it's a general read. That this could be the reasons as to why you cut this individual off, or vice versa. If it's like this could be the cross-watcher's read. So this could be the cross-watcher who cut Libra off. But anyway, there's a destructive vibe here, and I'm not trusting of it because it feels like interference from the outside. It feels like a troublemaker has destroyed something for you, Libra, with someone else that you genuinely did really, really like. Like you were both really massively into each other, and a third party outside of you has interfered. They've either straight up told a lie, or they've deliberately orchestrated a situation that looks really, really dodgy. It's complicated, very, very complicated. Can we please clarify? Five of Swords, Devil, Three of Cups for Libra. Clarify that top row, please, for Libra. Okay, so you got Strength, the Two of Wands. Right, it says Leo, Aries, the Two of Swords, Libra, Six of Wands, Leo, King of Swords, Aquarius. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. Somebody tried to isolate you, Libra, from your friends and your family. They didn't like the attention that you were receiving, so they've specifically tried to isolate you as their way of keeping control. It's almost as if it's weird because some of you are really, really good looking as well, with that King of Wands energies. Now, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. The cards in tarot, they're not gender specific, right? But this is in your outcome. Some of you are incredibly good looking, but you're not just good looking, you've got really kind souls and good natures as well. You're a catch, basically. And this individual, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing negging, like full on negging, trying to make you feel rotten and awful and not good about yourself, so that they could have some kind of a chance with you. They're really, really destructive. You've been dealing, Libra, with an individual who, for some of you, you've literally called them the devil. Like, the embodiment of a devil, because they're just that disgusting. Five of Swords, Devil, Three of Cups, Death, Tower, Queen of Coins, and then all of this here. This individual had you doubting your own self-worth and your own value. They had you, whenever you looked in the mirror, you'd started picking faults in the way that you looked as well. Now, this, for some of you, this could be like way, way, way in your past that is still playing out in your current relationships. Okay, so if that bit is ringing true for you, Libra, then take a closer look at the root cause of that individual that used to thrive off of having you feeling that you were ugly and worthless and pathetic and all the rest of it, okay? Take a look at the root cause of them doing that. Because what I'm seeing is negging to the extreme. However, this individual here that is going to be mending bridges with you, there's like a soul contract here, and this is the individual who you felt was coming on too hot and heavy. Okay, now the negging energies is not them. It isn't them. The negger is a different individual, right? For some of you, yes, this is someone who, like a parental figure or a sibling, anything that was like that in really, really close proximity to you, like where you had to listen to them every single fucking day, right? It's like those awful words, they still float around in your mind, even though, like, logically, King of Swords, logically you know that it's BS, right? But it's damaged you. It's damaged the way that you see yourself. It's damaged the way that you value yourself, right? And when this love romantic interest started coming on too hot and heavy, it triggered you. And straight away, your memories went back to the individual that was a prolific negger, right? And it threw you back into that energies, and then you became really, really distrustful of the individual that was trying to get to know you better, the one who couldn't contain their own excitement towards you, because of this old energy here. You felt that history was literally about to repeat itself, so you cut it. You cut it. And you've got, with that Queen of Coins as well, for some of you, the individual of your past, the one that constantly was criticizing you, while you did liberate and free yourself from that individual, and you might not have seen them in such a long time, whatever, their words are still very much floating around, okay? And you're not seeing your true value because of that still being in your energy, right? In your outcome, especially with the way, if you remember the way the High Priestess came out, it kind of spun around a couple of times. There's confusion. You're very, very confused, and you're still going to be confused in your outcome, because everybody's telling you, King of Wands, that you can literally achieve anything that you want to achieve, anything that you put your mind to. It is completely and utterly within, like, it is within your realms of possibility. It is within your control, but you're not believing it fully. So you feel that others around you, it's like they're just giving me compliments because they're just trying to make me feel a bit better, or this, that, and the next. Hold on a second, my camera has decided to not play fair. There we go. it was just staying on bright like for ages and ages, and it makes the colours look a bit washed out. Okay, sorry about that, Libra. But yeah, you feel that those around you were only giving you compliments just to make you feel better, and they didn't actually mean it, and they're just being polite and all the rest of it. It's like, no, Libra. They're telling you these things because they're true, and it's time for you now to start trusting in your own intuition once again, trusting in that, becoming best friends with your higher self, because right now your inner critic is far too loud and you're unable to hear your higher self because your inner critic is taking over. And the inner critic was installed into you by that person of your past, somebody that you grew up with, most likely. Okay, so it's like their negativity and the way that they felt about themselves, they projected all of it onto you. It's time for you to remember that their disgusting words to you, they weren't actually telling you anything about yourself. Okay, it was always about them and not you. And that's why you're not seeing yourself the way that others see you. And that's why you're currently unable to trust in your best judgment, because, as again, it's like your upbringing for most of you has led on to a string of failed relationships, and it feels very much like you constantly attract the same type of individual over and over and over. It's like you're meeting the same monster but in a different body every single freaking time. So your outcome is saying that you will be mending bridges with the individual who allowed their excitement to get the better of them, the one who accidentally triggered you a bit. And quite rightly so, Libra. I mean, for you, it was a red flag, and we always say, do not ignore red flags. We always say that. I am seeing a second chance here on the table, and basically now that you're aware that you were continuing to accidentally attract the same type of individual in your life, it doesn't mean to say that that's always going to be the case, because you're clearly asking the new individual to slow things down a bit and to give you some breathing space. You're going to wait and see how they react to that, and if they're respectful of your wishes, and if they, you know, do as you've asked, then that would be a really good indication to you that they can then be trusted. So yeah, it's looking good though, Libra. It's looking really, really good. Right, so if you've made it this far into the reading, then please do consider giving me a cheeky wee like, a subscribe or a comment, maybe even all three if you're feeling really, really generous. And thank you so, so much to all of those who've already supported my channel. It genuinely means the absolute world to me, so thank you. Clarify this read, please, for Libra. Okay, lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval and transformation. Yep. Your realization as to why you felt so triggered by that individual, it's going to hit you. And when it does hit you, it's going to feel like those puzzle pieces are going to fall into place. Looking closely, observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, things getting rectified, and focus. So yeah, you're keeping your eyes and ears open for any other type of clue as to whether or not this excitable individual can be trusted. And then Team Awesome, healthy and open communication, spending time together, compatible and being on the same page. So I'm seeing this, Libra, as you're going to be giving this individual a fair chance, absolutely. They are not going to be under any kind of illusions that they're not to squander this opportunity, they're not to take it for granted, and they're not to start treating you in the way that those from your past have treated you. This for Libra, please. Thank you. The courage of your love. Yes. Yeah. Wow. Your victory is drawing near. The path of freeing the heart from the fearful... The path of freeing the heart from the fearful mind. Allow yourself to be the lion, not the lamb. Do not give in to less than what you're worth, and do not believe that you're less than another. Yeah. This, see, it's the most difficult thing to do after you've been hurt repeatedly, time after time after time. The most difficult thing, Libra, that you will ever do is to put yourself back out there, to get back on the horse, if you like, right? You'll never know unless you give it a try. And I'm seeing that you're going to be giving this individual a chance. Just one, though. Just one. It's for Libra, please. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. This is very important. It's not an ex. It isn't. This is an individual that you were getting to know, but you felt that they were coming on a bit too hot and heavy, and it scared you. And, you know, given the circumstances, that everything of what you've been through in your past, it's no wonder, okay? You deserve love. You are lovable, absolutely. Soulmate, yep. Yes, this is a soulmate, and trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith, and under their honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I'm viewing this as absolutely, you're going to be giving this individual the benefit of the doubt, and with the understanding, Libra, that what they do with the chance that you give them, it's on them. It is on them, right? You do not control the actions of others. You can only control how long individuals like that will stay in your life for, okay? So this person, they know full well, if they do one, like if they step out of line, it's done, because you don't have time to keep going through this. Okay, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentments. Now, the first bit there, emotions can distort your perception and cloud your vision. Somebody said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm afraid of. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So yeah, a partnership, obviously, it needs to be in 2 equal parts, 2 individuals both putting in to the relationship, and none of this, you being the giver and someone else being the taker, okay? None of that, because that's not a partnership. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you do deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances that you currently find yourself in. Yep. This is a beautiful read, Libra. Absolutely beautiful. This is not allowing your past to dictate your future happiness. For Libra, please. Okay, surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all that you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So you've quite possibly, Either you've been manifesting this bridges being mended with the individual that things never really progressed further from like the initial date stage. Either you or they have been manifesting this second chance. Quite possibly they have, because you mean just that much to them. And the other thing with this card, Libra, is to stop expecting so much of yourself so quickly as well. Obviously you need to be a lot kinder to yourself, because you're still working through a lot of old programming where you were made to believe that you were never good enough. And like logically you know it's not true, you know it's BS, you knew it was BS back then, but subconsciously it's what you keep telling yourself. And that in turn has attracted further narcissistic individuals towards you, because it's a lot like blood in a tank full of sharks. You know, like they can smell it. They can smell it in the water. So you're certainly not leaving yourself open as an easy target anymore. You're certainly a lot wiser now, and that's exactly why a specific individual who you were getting to know, they triggered these red flags for you because of your previous knowledge, your previous experiences. These cards are indicating, though, that the individual who's trying to mend bridges with you, Libra, providing that that's not an ex, then they've actually got really, really nice intent towards you, really sweet intentions, and they're genuinely really, really sorry that they came across as being really like abrupt and intense. That absolutely was not their intention at all. Okay, so your focus is paradigm shift, new experience is integrating now, materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles and change. Yep. So the past is not going to repeat itself here, Libra, but it's always really, really good to be on the lookout for any kind of signs anyway. The future you in the now, you're ready, you're already that person, deserving, you have arrived, bucket list and achieving your dream. So you felt that you would never meet the one, that you would never be happy and settled and in an equal relationship, and they're showing that's not true either, Libra. Everything and anything is within the realms of possibility. It is, and you can make this happen. It's for Libra, please. An enemy. Optimism. Look up and look brightly. So stay optimistic, Libra. Stay optimistic about your love life and your romantic prospects. You've waited all of this time for the right one to come along and to treat you, you know, like a human being. You're not asking for much. It's just really unfortunate that that you've been put through the wars in the past, but you must not allow that to affect your future happiness, okay, whatever you do, because Spirit's saying here, remain optimistic. You've done the right thing. You are looking out for red flags, abso-friggin-lutely. Continue to take notes, give people chances, and yeah, don't give up. Whatever you do, do not give up. Really, really sweet read for you there, Libra. I wasn't feeling the other person's energy so much, but you know what, that's actually a good thing, because Libra, that tells me that you're putting a lot of energies into yourself and focusing on what you're doing and focusing on watering your own lawn, and that's why the other individual, their energy wasn't coming through as much in your read. but it's nice. It's really, really nice. So yeah, that is all I have for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so is in the descriptions box and it's in the pinned comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas as well, no matter how you choose to celebrate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.